Hi, welcome to the Recovery Daily Podcast. I'm your host, Rachel Miller. I'm a stroke survivor and grateful recovering alcoholic. Today, I want to talk about rewarding myself in recovery. And if you listened to yesterday's podcast, I teed us up for this. I wanted to really figure out how I can create a kind of atmosphere for myself where I'm strengthening my resolve to keep going and keep working hard to recover in whatever that looks like for me. So I don't know how long this is going to be. We'll see, because all I did was make a list. That's what I did. So, but I can be quite vociferous. So let's see what happens. So I made a list of activities and things that I can do in recovery to reward myself. And so this is referring to self-discipline. So all of this stuff that I have to do for myself. And I learned, number one, in sobriety that I need to say the things I get to do, because I'm really grateful that I'm even here today, being an alcoholic in recovery and also a stroke survivor in recovery. So it's all about what I get to do today. And in recovery, from all of these things, some of the things that I get to do is eat healthy, make sure I take naps, I'm resting, vision therapy, meditation, exercise, all of these things that I get to do today. And sometimes it can be kind of daunting to wake up and look at my world famous schedule and think, I'm doing the same freaking thing today that I did yesterday. Some days, some days I look at it and think that. When over the years that I've been in sobriety, I've always been encouraged by that thought. I'm going to do the same thing I did yesterday because I stayed sober yesterday. And the difference now is that when I think about I'm going to do the same thing today that I did yesterday in stroke recovery, what I would like to end that sentence with is I'm going to do the same thing today that I did yesterday because I've been improving. And I'm not seeing that. I'm not seeing that on a daily basis. I'm really not seeing much of anything, to be honest with you. The only thing that I've noticed is my vision therapy, transitioning my focus from one card to the other. That's the only thing that I've noticed an improvement over the past 2 months. So it's difficult to be driven to the same extent every day when you don't see much of an improvement or any reward. So if you didn't listen to yesterday's podcast, go back and listen to it. I think that lays a nice foundation for what I'm going to talk about today. So here are a list of activities and things I can reward myself with so that I can continue to be driven. Number one, a nice meal. Lately, what we've been doing is ordering, we get every plate and then we eat out like a couple times. Well, not eat out, we order for delivery, or my boyfriend will go pick food up. And he's been getting lots of sugary items for me. But I think what I would like is to, for lunch sometimes, order myself something that I love. And so today I'm going to order myself a sushi bowl because I love the sushi bowls. So every once in a while, I think it's nice to order something healthy but tasty for myself. So I'm going to do that. Number two, get myself a small gift. I think I haven't really been doing this enough. Honestly, I haven't been spending any money at all because I'm a little nervous about the decrease in pay being on short term disability. So I want to make sure I get my finances in order in that regard. But I know that I can afford to buy myself a small gift if I want to. So what I did recently is I bought myself a quilt kit, a quilting kit. I'm going to be sewing a quilt, and this is the first time ever. So I'm kind of excited to have bought that. So I felt like it was a little reward. I don't I was going to say I don't buy myself much, but that's not true. I do tend to order Amazon a lot. So I've been trying to do that less, and I think there's a happy medium where I can continue to buy myself something small that I like just to reward myself for working hard. Like if there's a shirt I like or some sort of craft or hobby that I want to do, buy myself that, and that's a reward twofold because I get to buy myself something. I get to have it show up at my door like Christmas and open the box. And also, if it's a hobby, it's something that will take some time that I can spend doing that. Number three, spend time with a friend. And I think that it's important, and I feel that reward when I get to have a friend come over, or I get to go to a restaurant that's around the corner from my house and sit and talk about myself, really. I mean, that sounds terrible. Does it sound terrible? Maybe not. I mean, I think people like to talk about themselves. I think that over the years, I find myself often being my closest friends are ones that I enjoy listening to, and but I also like to talk to. When you end up, I've talked about it in previous episode, finding friends that you say how are you, and then they end up talking for a half an hour, and you never say a word. So, but it's nice to be able to share what's going on in my life and share some of my accomplishments. One thing that I really enjoy is showing somebody how I've learned how to use my cell phone without looking with a black screen. So that kind of thing is rewarding as well. Number four, put aside money with each accomplishment. So, um, one thing I heard is like put $1 away every time you've done something that is an accomplishment. And over time, that will build up to the point where you can buy yourself uh, something bigger with your savings. I feel like maybe I would put more than $1 away. But if I wanted to buy myself something big, it's kind of cool to like maybe move $10 over to my savings account um, whenever I've done something that I feel deserves a reward. And then once you have enough in that bank account to buy whatever it is that you wanted to buy yourself, then all the list of deposits that you see are a list of accomplishments. And so that's kind of rewarding if you back up and look at that. So I liked that idea. Number five, take care of myself. One of the things that I was doing before I went on short term disability is I would go get a massage every other week. And the reason why I did it is because I have had a lot of back pain. And so this was really help. I have really, really tight shoulders like all the time. Even the neurologist said something about the fact that my shoulders are super tight. I don't know why she checked for that. I keep meaning to look that up. I'm going to have to see if I can find an article that talks about why a neurologist would would test your shoulders for how tight they are. Anywho, I used to pamper myself, really. I felt it like it was more of a um, physical therapy kind of thing. That's what it felt like because it really helped loosen my muscles every week. But I stopped doing every other week. But I stopped doing that again because of the change in my finances, moving on to short term disability. But there are different ways that I can pamper myself, and um, things like getting some candles, and that could be some of a small gift that I get for myself. Candles. 2 days ago, I gave myself a pedicure, which I kind of enjoy doing. I just have a bathtub and I light a candle, and I've got like a pedicure kit, and so I do all of that, and I have like the um I don't know what it's called, but like the abrasive stuff that you like the abrasive like lotion that you scrub, that's what it's called, scrub all over your feet and stuff, and then wash them off, and they're super soft, and then paint my nails. And so I enjoy doing that. I have some a shoulder massage thing that I could use. I would love to have a makeover one time. I've never done a makeover, so I might look that up and see if there's somewhere nearby that has that. And I go get my nails done every couple weeks, and I get my hair done every 6 weeks. So these are, I think, luxuries because I didn't do this for the longest time in my life. When I started being able to afford it, it's just a small thing that I think rewards me for working hard, and because I've changed my finances, I'm not doing that so much. So I need to make sure that I still treat myself to these luxuries, I think, in life, small luxuries. Another one on my list, number 6, is redecorate a room. And so I really, really love to decorate. And if that means just painting an old table, which, I like flea market flip stuff. I don't think I've done a whole episode on flea market flip. I should do that. But if even if I don't want to like buy new things to redecorate the room because it's difficult for me to shop without looking on Amazon, I've tried it. But moving furniture around and stuff is kind of fun sometimes. So looking into doing something like that. Number 7, listen to a movie. I learned that on Netflix, I can turn on um, audio descriptions, and it will read what's going on the screen while the movie is playing. So I wanted to try that. I think that would be rewarding. If it's not annoying, it will be rewarding. So we'll see. Listen to a concert. This is an idea I just came up with this morning. Um, like, since I can't go to a concert, I could certainly find a concert online for one of my favorite bands, and listen to the concert. I think that would kind of be fun. So I might try that. And baking my favorite food. That's something that I've been trying out. This week I'm going to be baking some bagels. I don't know what day I'm going to do that, but I am going to bake some bagels, and that's rewarding because you get to eat the bagel in the end. So these are the lists that I came up with for myself. If you have any suggestions for how I can reward myself to keep pushing myself in recovery, please feel free to put that in the Q&A section of the episode. And so I also jotted down the importance of rewarding ourselves. So, 1, to strengthen my resolve to keep going. Next, to remind myself to be proud of myself, and to take that time to just stop and be like, this is a big deal, Rachel. It's a big deal. And just acknowledge that. Rewarding myself will keep me motivated. It will improve my feelings of self-worth that I deserve to, I deserve to have these things because I'm working hard. Celebrating being brave and strong. And that's again like just acknowledging that what I'm doing is a big deal, and not everybody would be brave like me and courageous and strong. And rewarding myself makes the story I'm telling myself that I can do this more believable. So that's what I've got today. It's a short one, but I think it was kind of fun to do this activity and think about ways that I can make myself feel excited and driven and feel rewarded. So thanks for listening, and I will talk to you tomorrow.